Yes, it's a multi-county exercise. This is taking over the place of 4 weeks. So this week, it's week number 2, and this week the 5 counties on different days of the week we're exercising what a multi-agency resource center setup would be. Yeah, so the purpose of a multi-agency resource center is so that when people are trying to get help to recover from, in this case, a flood, they have a one-stop shop to go and they don't have to keep driving to different buildings, waiting on the phone line to get a hold of people. So this is a place where they can get that information and get the help they need. Yeah, so the exercises, when we practice them, whether that's in a tabletop discussion or whether it's something more physical like the MARC we have behind us. Sorry, MARC is short for Multi-Agency Resource Center. It helps everyone be more prepared for when that disaster scenario happens. That's why we practice them on blue sky days, so that everyone's prepared. This helps not only the county emergency management exercise their plans and how they would go through those plans, but it also helps these agencies that are here participating knowing what they need to improve on and things they might need to bring to a multi-agency resource center based on the different actors coming to them and asking questions. So some of the scenarios would be someone's coming in and they haven't had a shower for 2 weeks and they're getting frustrated because they don't have any running water in their home, so they want to know where they can go. Other scenario would be someone, they have insurance but they're still waiting for contractors and it's not livable in their home. So they're going to agencies like the State Office of the Commissioner of Insurance, or they're going to a more local recovery resource so that they can get that information and begin that process to get back to their normal. So after this, there'll be a notes and what we call an after action report, and it takes that information of things that went well, things that need to be improved upon, and then the counties and agencies, they can use that in their plans to update them.
How many, maybe you said this earlier, sorry. How many agencies are here?
Here, I'm not exactly sure. You'd have to ask Brandon that, but across the 5 counties, there were roughly 250 participants. And the interesting thing about that is it's not just those counties participating. There's other county emergency management agencies that are coming up to be those actors. So they're also gaining the experience. So this is really a statewide exercise.
So yeah, this is a what we call a multi-agency resource center. So we bring a lot of agencies that offer assistance following a disaster, bring them to one place. So those people who were affected can come in to one place and get resources from multiple different agencies at one time in the same place. Yep, that's what we're, part of why we did it. You mentioned we've been through a lot of disasters, both federal and state level disasters, mainly flooding. This is where we're not trying to figure out, what we're doing wrong, but what we can do better. So we're in week 2 out of 4 in this exercise, so we're already identifying a few things, but we'll compile everything and make it better locally and at the state level. Different ways to set up, different ways to do things, and putting, what agencies should be there, where we're, maybe they weren't available because it's an exercise, but just who should be here or part of that recovery. And it's not just a onesie-twosie siloed event. It's a whole community approach, bringing everybody together, and that's what we do. Is we're planning to how to recover, and not only respond but recover. So this exercise is kind of first in the state and one of a kind. So it's helping everybody, all the way up to the statewide recovery task force. Yep, that's with weeks 1, 3, and 4. That's what we're communicating locally, what we can do with our capabilities, and then if they go beyond ours, we're pushing those back to the state, asking for the resources. So communicating both on the phone and through some online systems we have.